Set 1 here. We got the Lu, the Primo, the Juju, Kenji, Max, and Sandy. I like the Max Sandy combo. Oh, Primo winning on that Sandy, gets taken out. Kenji goes in, gets the double kill, and that's the first goal. If he can grab the ball. If he can't grab the ball, he gets stunned there. Primo jumps in on the Kenji, takes him out. Goes in on the Max. Oh, switches targets over to Sandy, gets a super. Almost takes out the Sandy, gets taken out. Max pops that super. Kenji goes in on the Juju, takes out the Juju. Max passes the ball to Kenji. Kenji passes back over to Max. Max passes back to Kenji, and Kenji scores. Primo has a hypercharge ready. Max also has a hypercharge as well. Primo goes in with the hypercharge, goes in on the Sandy. Sandy stuns him for a second there. Primo takes out the Sandy. Kenji goes in. Gets taken out. Only Max left on the red team here. Lu passes the ball to Primo. Juju almost takes out the Max, but gets taken out instead. Max gets taken out with a Lu. Primo just goes in and scores. Just casually walks in. Double hypercharges down for red team here. They don't really get much. Kenji goes in on the Juju. Takes out the Juju. Primo goes in, passes the ball away. Luffy hypercharge supers the Kenji here. Gets a double super, but it's not a hyper super. Sandy goes in the Juju, gets that super. Max has that hypercharge ready. Sandy gets sniped out by the Juju. Primo is walking the ball up. He goes for the super, doesn't connect it though. Kenji runs down with the ball. He gets frozen. He scored though. Oh, Juju's using that gadget that has all 3 effects in one shot. Primo goes in on the Kenji. Kenji gets that super, snipes the Juju with the super, takes out the Primo. Sandy gets taken out on that right side there. Lu goes down, only Juju's up. Max self-passes, almost scores but gets flipped by the Primo. Kenji goes in on the Primo a little bit. Primo gets a super, takes him out. Goes in on that Sandy. Sandy stuns him. They both flip. Oh, there's a lot of supers on the field right now. Sandy throws this down. Juju has a super as well. Primo goes in with a super. Doesn't connect on the Kenji though. Kenji is going in with the ball. He takes out the Primo. Goes in on the Juju. Takes out the Juju. Goes in on the Lu. Gets the team wipe. Oh, Alyanys barely catches that. That was close. Primo pops out hyper, gets taken up by the Max. There's a Sandy super down. Max has a hypercharge ready. Lu throws a super down, freezes the Max. Kenji goes in with that super, gets a double hit on the Primo when he got stunned by the Sandy. Kenji goes down there, hyper from Sandy. Gets a double kill, goes in. He stuns the Juju for the goal. Lu has that hyper ready. He gets a super too. He stuns the Kenji. Primo goes in and gets the goal. Wow. Max hyper down. Sandy super down. Kenji goes in, gets the double hit on the super on the Juju. Primo goes in with the super, gets taken out. It's only Lu standing here. Lu gets a super, gets the freeze on the Max. Max is taken out. Sandy has that hyper super ready. He's waiting for his teammate to come back though. Kenji goes in. Hyper super from Sandy down. They pinch that Primo, but Primo gets a hyper. He goes in on the Max or the Sandy, takes out Sandy. Almost takes out the Max, but gets taken out. Kenji goes in, cleans up the Juju. There's a little G on the floor with the Lu, or yeah. They gotta take him out. And Kenji almost gets sniped out there by the Lu. OT, Max super down. Oh, Primo gets the Sandy and gets the Max too. Only Juju's running that ball up now. Primo gets taken out there. Sandy has another super ready. Max has another hyper as well. Lu super down to stop the Sandy a little bit. Juju super down. Gets taken out. Kenji takes out the Juju. Primo has that super. Max hyper goes down. Lou has a hyper as well. Kenji goes in with a super, takes out the Primo, gets Kenji gets hyper stunned there by Lou. And Sandy gets taken down as well. Lou's just gonna run that ball up on the left side. Max has another super ready. Lou super down too. Primo has a hyper, goes in on a Kenji. Goes in for the Sandy. Takes out the Sandy as well. Juju, oh, team wipe. And that's the goal. Whoever wins this game takes the first set here. Primo going in already on that Sandy. We'll pause back. Oh, Kenji and Primo finds each other in the bushes. Primo gets his super. Almost takes him out, but gets swiped instead. Sandy's going in on that Lou, takes him out. They have the control of the middle now. Juju does get that super though. Goes in on the Sandy, takes out the Sandy. Kenji goes in with the super, doesn't connect on anything. Primo goes in. He almost took the goal, but he got it. Sandy super down. They're going in on that Primo. They jump the Primo, take him out. Primo did get a super, break some bushes there. Red team is going in here. Takes out the Juju, only Lou left. Lou falls. Sandy walks the ball in. Hyper from Sandy goes in. Max speed as well. Primo has the hyper. He pops it. He goes in. He flings Kenji across the map before he falls. Kenji goes in. Connects one part of the super before he falls. Max dashes in and falls. There's only Sandy left protecting this ball. Okay, Kenji's back. Grabs the ball, tosses it in the corner. Sandy falls to the Primo. Primo gets a double kill. Only the Max left. Primo just flips the Max, kills him too, and that's the goal. That was set 2. We got the Belle, the Daryl, the Eve, Sam. What are the other two? Angelo and Colette. Okay, we got the Duckie, Sam. Oh, Daryl rolls in. Goes down. It's just getting some more supercharging. Sam is down there as well. Oh, Colette almost super safe, gets taken out. Sam is sitting in that corner, just being a distraction. Daryl rolls in. Gets super by the Daryl or the Colette, but he hits the ward, so it doesn't get taken out. He falls to the Angelo there. And Angelo picks up the Daryl. Sam gets taken up by the Bell as well. 2% difference here on the save. Colette supers the Eve. Doesn't take him out though. Like he gets sniped by the Angelo there. Sam goes in on the save. Daryl goes in on the save. Daryl's a lot of damage and 70% left on a red save there. Colette has a hypercharge ready. He pops the hyper. Goes in. Oh, he doesn't connect on the save. Daryl goes in with his hyper though. It's kind of a base race here with damage, but Daryl, wow. Oh, they're actually almost even in damage here. Angelo has a hypercharge ready. Pops a hyper. Eve pops hyper as well. Angelo takes out the hyper. Eve super. Sam goes in. Colette goes in on the save. 7% left on their save. Daryl goes in. Colette takes out the Colette. Sam goes in. Almost takes out the save. 1% left on the save. Sam just running it in. Colette has super as well. Sam takes out the Colette. Angelo takes out the Eve. Daryl goes in. Colette. Okay, game over. Hey, game 2. Sam running on that left side. Gets tapped by the Bell though. Goes in on that Daryl. Daryl rolls in on the save. Gets some early save damage, and Sam is running down as well. 81% left on that red save. Sam goes in. Goes in on the Bell. Takes out the Bell. Lived on 88 HP for a while. 86%. 84% on blue safe now. Angelo pops that gadget to keep the Daryl low. He takes out the Daryl just barely. Goes down to Bell. Oh, Bell gets sniped out by the Sam. Eve super on that right side, keeping the Colette back. Daryl and the Sam fighting on that left side. Sam takes out the Daryl before he falls. Bell marks that Angelo. Can't hit him though. Can't confirm the kill. Bell almost gets taken up by the Angelo there. Sam goes in on that left side again. Daryl goes in on the Colette, gets pushed back and taken out. Colette falls too. Hyper from Eve goes down. Angelo just snipes it out of existence. No hyper charge for you. Bell pops out hyper, takes out the Sam. Daryl goes in with his hyper. Gets pushed back by the Colette. Colette takes out the Eve with that as well. Sam goes in. Gets Bell marks. Daryl goes in. Almost takes out the Angelo. Gets pushed back by the Colette. Colette has their hyper ready. Angelo has hyper as well. Eve just takes out the Sam. And Bell falls as well. Colette has that hyper ready. Just needs to get the super. Daryl tries to charge the super off the Angelo as well. Sam going in on the left side. They just rush to Daryl. Take him out. Angelo pops hyper. Colette hyper. Doesn't connect on the safe though. Sam snipes out that Eve with his super. And falls to the Daryl. Angelo gets a super off the Daryl. Daryl falls, but he has his super ready now. Angelo gets sniped out right before he can heal from the Eve. Sam goes in on the Bell. Almost takes out the Bell and it falls to the hyper. Daryl rolls in. Goes on the safe. Daryl falls. Colette pushes back the Eve. Colette supers the Eve again. 3 seconds left. It's not enough time. Only Daryl would have been able to do enough damage in time there. Oops, I missed a second of it, but it's okay. We got the Stu, the Melody, the Kenji, and Draco, Amber, Juju. Draco falls to the Melody. Melody getting close to that hypercharge already. He dashes in on the Juju, gets taken out though. Stu gets that super, chains on the Amber, gets taken out by the Amber. Oh, Amber fell to the Stu burn. I thought she had enough HP there, but I guess not. Stu breaks that wall, goes in on the Draco a little bit. Kenji supers in, connects with the Juju, takes out the Draco as well. Belal finishes off the kill on Juju there. He gets taken out by Luffy there. Blue team is past that 50% mark now. Kenji goes in, hits one part of the super, finishes the kill with the swipe. Goes in on the Draco, misses the super though. Draco is just getting into zone time right now. Still gets hit with the Amber burn, falls down. Yeah, blue is just racking up the points here. Red team can't really go in. Oh, Kenji falls to Juju as well. Stu tries to go in, just falls. Yeah, this game is over. Game 2 here. Kenji goes on to that right lane. With Jacob on the left. Amber goes in the Melody. Melody almost takes out that Draco. Gets finished by the Stu. Melody falls and Amber falls as well. 2 from red team up here from the interaction. Kenji goes in on the Juju. Hits that super on the Juju. Takes them out. Draco goes in the middle there. Melody and Kenji going in. They both get taken down by the Draco. Still gets burned by the Amber here. Almost falls. And then gets sniped by the Juju. Throws that super down. Kenji goes in on the Juju. Hits the double super. Almost gets him, but falls to the Draco there. Draco going in with Juju as well. Or the Juju super. Kenji goes in. Supers. Snipes that Amber with the super. Stu falls. Kenji falls. Only Melody up. Melody has a hypercharge ready. Blues just passed that 60% mark. They have so much control here. Kenji goes in. Melody hyper goes in. Kenji takes out the Juju, but Melody falls to the hyper. Draco takes out the Stu as well before he falls. And yeah, it's over. 2% difference there. I just swept this set. Set 4 here. We got the Gus, the Colette, and the Pearl. Penny, 8-bit, Frank. Frank goes in on the Colette. Almost takes him out, but Colette pops that gadget there. Frank still going in. Living on 900 HP. Trace with the Gus. Yo, Symantec! Thank you for the raid. How was the stream? Welcome, welcome. We're watching the grand finals of this tournament right now. Hypercharged Frank goes in. Doesn't stun the Colette though. Penny hits that splash damage. Takes him out. Frank falls to the Colette super. Yo, welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. Starting your FTP. Oh, how's that going? What's set? This is set 4. Set 4. Captain Frixie is in the lead right now. Which is Luffy, Alyanys, and Betu. Frank goes in, takes out Luffy there. Duckie just sitting in that grass. Penny takes out the Colette there. Pearl goes in. Frank takes out the... Nope, doesn't take out the Frank. Gus finishes the kill there. Red team has 10 gems in hand. Colette does have the hypercharge ready though. Frank pops hyper as well. Goes in on the Pearl. Takes out the Pearl. Colette dies before the super can connect on 8-bit. Where's Rafiki? Rafiki played with Zar today. Match point for Captain Frixie here. Wait, no. They lost that last game. I lied. Oh, Frank almost gets taken out there. Colette goes in on the 8-bit, takes out the 8-bit. Frank gadget on that Pearl. Pearl takes him out with the super though. Colette goes in on 8-bit, takes out 8-bit again. Only Penny left. Penny's on that left side with 400 HP. Gets taken up by the Colette. Colette's just running down this team right now. That's what they need though. They need that for that match point. Colette goes in with the super. Takes out the 8-bit turret. She has hyper now. Penny turret down. Pearl pops that hyper. Goes in on the Frank. Takes out the Frank. Colette hyper goes in. Takes out the 8-bit. Takes out the Penny. I only need one more gem. Frank hyper doesn't connect on anything. Penny jumps in the right side, gets taken out. They can't really stop this. Yeah. Match point for Captain Frixie. Okay. Match point game here. Frank jumps in on that right side. Colette is over there though, so it's gonna be rough for the Frank here. Pearl goes in on the 8-bit with the burn. 8-bit actually doesn't fall from the burn, he's low though. Frank falls on the right side. Penny's holding the left down. Colette supers the Penny. Colette goes down to the Frank there. BO5, this is a BO5. Penny's low there. 8-bit gets that turret down. Penny's low there on that left side. Colette is also low there. Frank hits that stun from so far away. It takes out the Pearl. 5 gems in red team here. Colette jumps in on the Penny. Gets 2 taps. Frank goes in. Doesn't connect anything though. Gets taken out by a ghost shot. 8-bit teleports back. Has 6 gems in hand. But blue team has 4 gems here. Frank flashing that super. He doesn't land it on anyone though. Gus pops that shield on himself. Takes out the 8-bit turret. Colette supers a Penny. Doesn't get the kill though. Penny hyper turret down. 7 gems in the hand of Gus here. 8-bit tagging that Pearl, tagging the Colette. Colette pops that gadget. Can't find any shots though. Hyper from Frank goes in. He doesn't shoot. He's just dancing around for pressure. 8-Bit has 8 gems in hand. Picks up that 9th gem. Teleports back to not feed anything. That hyper turret is still up. Frank jumps in on that right side. Colette's on that left side. He's trying to stay alive but gets tagged out. 8-Bit throws that hyper turret down to pick up the 10th gem. They only need 1 to stop the countdown from happening. Colette hyper goes in, doesn't get the kill though. Pearl hyper doesn't get a kill either. They can actually stop this countdown. They need 1 gem. Pearl falls though. They needed that 1 gem. Colette, oh, if Gus didn't fall, Colette would have stopped the countdown. It goes to set 5. Set 5 here. We got the Max, the Gus, the Piper. Max dashes in, gets taken up by the tick there, and the Bell and 8-Bit on the other team. 2 stars in the hand of blue team here. Max sneaking up that right side. 8-Bit goes to follow. Hyper gadget doesn't connect though. Bell gets slowed, but no one is there to get the kill on the slowed Bell or the Piper. Bell chains on the Gus and the Piper. Gus is low back there. Max is going in on the 8-Bit. Oh, that's a lot of damage from that 1 shot from the Bell, taking the Piper there. Max is still going in on the 8-Bit. Dashes, gets taken out. Gus is going in to try to get some value. Oh, they pinched the tick. Tick falls there. Red team is really aggro this game. Max going in on the 8-Bit, pops a solo speed, doesn't get a kill though. And Gus is in their spawn. Tick gets the snipe on the Piper there. Bell gets the kill on the Gus there as well. It's 11 stars to 5 now. Our team has to make a play. They're just camping in this 8-Bit super as well. It's gonna be rough. Hyper almost gets 1 tap by the 8-Bit. Max pops out Hyper, gets a super, goes in. Hyper falls to tick again. Gus trying to make a play there. It's not working out though. 8-Bit pops out Hyper, goes in on the Max, takes out the Max. Piper jumps in. Can't find the kill. 15 stars to 5 there. Hey, match point here for Captain Frixie. Even though Frixie's not even in the team. Piper hits that gadget on the Bell. Gus gets this blue star and falls. Max goes in, gets the kill on Bell, gets a kill on 8-Bit. Oh, they all get team wipes here. Piper breaks that left wall there. Max pops super. Gus almost gets taken out there. Red team has 8 stars in hand already. 8-Bit throws the turret down. I'm trying to get some value. 8-Bit's missing shots now. Bell falls to the Max. Max pops that super. Piper goes in on 8-Bit. Gus goes in on the tick. Falls back though. Doesn't need to do like go too aggro. They have the lead here by 8 stars, and they have the blue star in hand as well. They're playing more passive now. Ooh, almost takes out the 8-Bit there. Or I mean the Bell there. They're sitting in the 8-Bit turret. 8-Bit falls to the Piper gadget. They're just kind of camping around now. Piper has a hypercharge as well. He pops the gadget. Connects it on the 8-Bit. Bell marks the Max there. They just need to actually hit the shots on him now. Okay, blue team is starting to move up here now. 8-Bit is barely missing the Piper there. Tick hit down. Connects on the Max. The Max is 100 HP. 8-Bit falls though. Max stays alive. Piper stays alive too. Bell falls. What? Max hyper down. Tick falls. Only 8-Bit up. What? 18 stars in the hand of red team here. Match point, double match point here. Double match point. In day 2 of the Eternal Christmas Tournament week. Piper almost gets taken out there. Gus goes ahead and grabs that blue star. Max is aggro. It's and blue team spawn here. Just trying to keep that Max back there. Gus pinching in the middle. Piper standing at the top. Oh, he walks over to the right though. They don't need to be too aggro. They already have the blue star lead. They got the 8-bit turret. They just camping, but they need to get a kill here. They're gonna pinch that Max. Max pops super, gets out of there. Oh, oh, he got sniped by the Bell. They're just gonna camp in that 8-bit super now. 8-bit almost gets taken out by the Gus there. Piper walks up, breaks that wall. Bell falls. Max falls as well. It's 4-4, but red team has the blue star lead. The Gus does have that bell mark on him. 8-bit has super as well. Oh, 8-bit almost falls there. 1200 HP. 8-bit puts his turret down now. 8-bit almost falls to the Piper Max combo there. They need to make a move. It's 30 seconds left. And they need a kill. 8-bit goes up. Piper gadgets the 8-bit, keeps him low. Piper has that hypercharge ready as well. Max super, Gus super. It's looking rough. 10 seconds left. They need to make a move. Max pops that super. They can't really find a kill. Piper combos the Bell. And Belal, Duckie, and Toast are the winners for today's tournament.